Are you afraid to be too nice?
No. I just know the data. I have a long-term experiment of 20 years.
Of what's been working and what?
Yeah, and what I really find is when I put healthy boundaries down, that's when it ends.
Ooh.
That's when it ends. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So the girl on Thanksgiving, it was like our 4th date, and I was gonna cook her dinner for Thanksgiving. She wasn't going home. I wasn't going home to see my family. And the night before, she was like, "Oh, by the way, my friend's like having relationship problems or may have broken up with his girlfriend. I'm gonna cook him breakfast, and he's gonna come over, and we're gonna watch a movie. So can we meet a little later?" And I was like, "Sounds like a date. That sounds like a date."
Yeah.
So I literally just said to her, "Look, that sounds like a date, and I kind of feel like a bitch now. You're gonna cook this guy breakfast, watch a movie, very romantic."
That is super romantic.
And so I set that boundary, and it turned her off. That ended it. We still had the night together, but she was so turned off by it. And I do find whenever I put those boundaries down, this tends to happen. So I'm like, what do I do? Just not, I'm just silent now, just a mime.
Well, but I think it's okay to make people feel a certain way too. Like if she feels like that turned her off, then fine. Like,
yeah, I don't care.
I mean, I think it's better to set a boundary. I think that there are also lessons that you teach in relationships. Some of them you learn and some of them you teach. And I think that setting boundaries, like being someone who like sets boundaries, might and not always end well for you. But I do think that like you leave an everlasting impression, and that's important too.
Sure. I've said to my first date, a woman would walk out of a date recently. She ran out of the date yelling at me.
Was this because of the Trump voice?
I said, we're going to do the calamari, right? And she didn't like seafood. I said, well, we're getting wet. You're fluid. Let's get wet. Let's get the calamari. But the tariffs, we're putting tariffs on calamari, Mexico. He said, we can grow our own calamari right here.
No, she worked as a dungeon, like a BDSM person, and she told me that like right off the bat, and I just gave her my opinion on it or something, and I was like, and she flipped out. She ran out of the restaurant, and then the next day she texted me and she goes, "Thank you so much. No one's ever done that. We need more men like you." So that kind of worked out, kind of didn't.
Yeah.
But that was an example of me doing it and then her, cooling off and being like, "Oh shit, this guy at least knows what he wants and knows his limit."
Did you reply to that?
I just gave her the heart emoji.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That's almost worse than not replying.
No, the thumbs up would be the worst.
Oh, the thumbs up is the worst. That's the most passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Like thumbs upping a message.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like a long one.
Seriously.
The Thanksgiving girl did that too. She sent me like a paragraph like this.
And you thumbs upped it?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I think that would be like the best way to like break up with someone if someone like didn't want to be with you anymore.
And you just give them a thumbs up.
And you just thumbs up it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's the way to be though. If you're I'm an abundant person, so it's like whatever. There's 4 million other women that are single and most are single nowadays.
If you're mad, it's the best reply.
Yeah.
Best reply ever.
Yeah.
Just thumbs up the message. Everyone's like, what do I say? Thumbs up it.
Oh, it's the best.
That's pretty boss.
Or I don't even answer anymore now.
Yeah.
I delete like when I'm texting with a girl if I'm like dating her because you don't want to over communicate. I always delete the thread. Like so our conversation's just gone. So every time we chat, I delete it. That way it's not there and you're not going, well, when did they respond? You're not doing that stupid math.
Right.
Or counting how long it's been since they texted. I delete it and it's gone. And often, it's a good thing for men to not double text. If you send the like double, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So I tell my guy friends, I go, if you wrote to them and they haven't written back, delete it. Give them 72 hours. Give them 72. Anything can happen. And then it's out of sight, out of mind. And then they have to be the one to reach out. And if they don't, then it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, whenever I was dating,
Lay down, please.
if a guy would like double text,
Yeah, how'd that make you feel?
I mean, you know, if I want to text you, if I like you, I'm responding to the first one.
Yeah.
If I'm not responding, and I mean, like, give me a day, because I might be busy, I might be working, I might be doing something. Like, there could be a lot going on. I might not respond to you immediately. But like by the end of the day when I go home, everybody, I don't
Everyone's
care
on their
who
phone all
you
day.
fucking are. And there's people who are like, oh, I'm so sorry. I got so slammed. And like 3 days later you reply, no.
No, everyone's
No,
walking
everybody-
around with their phone like this.
Everybody lays down in bed at some point or on their couch.
Now, what do you make of the shit testing? You familiar with this term?
No.
Shit testing. It's where you might be seeing a girl and they might not reply for a day or two just to see how you respond. It's called shit testing.
Oh.
If you're not familiar with that?
Not the term, but I mean, like, I know that some girls and guys will do that to see if the other person's desperate, or like there's like some calculation where you can see very early on who has the upper hand in the relationship by doing some games like that.
Yeah, I think women do it more. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they're trying to find out, is this guy stable enough? Right? Does he have anger issues? Does he have jealousy, or, is he desperate?
Yeah.
So I do think women do it more.
Maybe. It's been a while, so I don't know.
Yeah. You ever shit test anybody? Definitely.
You mean like me on the receiving end not
You're
replying?
like, I'm not going to reply for a day or two.
Yes,
or I'll go to London for a week with my best friend.
I guess I have not replied, but I really wanted to, and it was a girlfriend of mine, usually, who would be like, if you really like him, just reply tomorrow.
Yeah. Men like that. We like to know.
Yeah. So it was
we're a little more simple. It's like, oh, she likes me, so I'll ask her out again. I don't need much.
But it wasn't like I didn't want to reply, and so I just waited until the next day. I really did want to. But I was like, oh, I want this guy to like me, so I want him to think that I'm doing something tonight.
Yeah, put him through a psychological warfare.
Yeah, totally. And usually it would work every time.
Really?
Yeah.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.